So our next performer, our first performer of the second act, his name is Eddie Bush. And is he back? Is he in here? He is. Yay! I've known Eddie for a really, really long time. Eddie, how long have you been here?
All night, it seems.
And he's got quite a sense of humor. He is a beautiful piano player, and he's going to come up and play a song for you, and he's going to also tell you a little bit about it. And maybe you can tell them how long you've been here while you're up here. You joker, you. You don't know?
You don't know.
Well, for some strange reason, I was asked to tell a story. You can't hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. For some strange reason, y'all couldn't hear me, and so they asked me to tell a family story, and I thought about my family when I was very, very young, probably 3.5 years old, and my sister and mother and I lived in Calera, Oklahoma. Lovely place, garden spot, and now it's across the highway from where we lived, there's the Choctaw Casino, but then it was a vast wasteland. So we lived in the house that my father built for us, and he had died like a month before I was 1. So I didn't ever have an experience of him, and I always thought our family was normal without a dad until, I went out into the world. But so the house that we lived in was spacious, but it didn't have much in amenities. We had an ice box, not to be confused with a refrigerator. And the ice box had 4 compartments, and twice a week an iceman knocked on the door. They actually had career icemen then. And he had big tongs, and he brought in huge blocks of ice and put in each of the compartments. Then we'd put butter and milk and stuff in there. And if we needed ice for iced tea or something, my mother wielded an ice pick, and she would chip off ice for us. We had, sad to say, an outdoor toilet. It was a frightening place. But no one else in Calera had a commode, so we didn't know the difference. And bath time was not pleasant because my bath was in what we called, in Oklahoma, we called it a wash tub. And it wasn't until we moved to Texas I found out it was a wash tub. And so I would be put in the wash tub, and my mother would fill it up with water, and then if it was winter, she'd heat water so I wouldn't freeze. And then she'd wrench me off, which is... So I actually didn't find out that wrench and wash weren't real words until we moved to Texas. So one morning, our mother announced that we were getting a bathtub. We had the unusual condition of having a whole closet with nothing in it because we didn't have enough stuff even to fill up our closet. So a man came and installed an actual bathtub, which none of us had ever seen. And so we all crowded in the closet, and my mother put the stopper in it and turned it on, and then she was going to make homemade peach ice cream to celebrate. So we went out to prepare that, and when we came back in, the wash tub, the tub was overflowing, and because we thought it probably took hours to fill up a whole tub, so it did not. But we were in a festive mood, and we were excited about the peach ice cream, and so we just mopped and sopped, and then we went out and my mother made her homemade peach ice cream from our trees, and using eggs from our chickens. So anyway, the point of all of this is that where we start doesn't have anything to do with where we end up, and feeling I didn't feel limited because everyone was sort of in the same boat. But now I see that that with loving and supportive people like you all, my life is really wonderful, and I live abundantly and feel loved, and I have this huge family of all of you, and I'm very, very grateful to play the piano for you. My mother started taking me to piano lessons when I was 7, so I should know how to play the darn thing, but we will see. We will see. Okay. The name of the song is Wave, just because of the joke that Chloe was telling. I wanted to have something that followed that.